Thanks again for the fill, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're doing one case of Obsidian Soccer number 144. This will be my last break of the night. I am Soccer Breakers FC. If you're interested in joining my breaks, join our Facebook group, Soccer Breakers FC. All breaks are live on YouTube. Simply search Soccer Breakers FC. Check us out on our website, www.soccerbreakersfc.com. Follow us on Instagram, Soccer Breakers. If watching on YouTube, guys, do me two little favors. One, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the little subscribe button, and two, if you give us a little thumbs up on the video, that's always greatly appreciated. It helps us out while we're live. Obsidian 144, here are your teams: Colombia, Brandon Prosser; Uruguay, Carlos Valencia; Chris Malley, USA Men and Newcastle; David, Atletico; Eric, Leicester; Gallo, Wales; Giovanni, Liverpool. Giovanni, I sent you a email about Juve in 143. Sorry, I had to refund you. I accidentally left them up in the website overnight when they actually filled last night, and we broke that yesterday. So anyway, I refunded you for that. I sent you an email. Napoli is Handy Hariman, Portugal. James, Aston Villa. Jared, Denmark. Let's see here. Jared, Denmark. Kevin, you got Dortmund and Arsenal. Kristen, you have PSG, Inter combo, and Ajax and Spain. Good luck with Spain there at the end. Luther, you got France. Mao, Chelsea. Mark, you got the Wolves combo. Marcus Meyer, Switzerland. Randy, you got Crystal Palace. Good luck. Robert, you got Barca. Scott, you got Real, Germany, Man City. Shannon, you got Monaco combo. Smith, you got Norwich combo. Saim, you got Manchester United. Tom, good luck, brother. You got Juve, Italy, and Bayern. Ursula, Argentina, and the ladies. All right, I'm going to try to do some speed breaking here. If I know what's good for me. That came from. All right, wow, okay, that's not good. We got Chester to 165. Wow, that was quick. We've got Ben Foster to 135. The reason why I covered that was because right off the bat, we got the contra. Bjorn Engels, not a very great contra, but I guess if you have Aston Villa, you're happy. Aston Villa, 5 of 8. Bjorn Engels. Aston Villa, Bournemouth. James Van Veen. There you go, James. Congrats. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale to 75. Villa to 149. David Villa. Kepa to 149. And Ronaldo. Ronaldo to 75. Tammy Abraham, rookie to 165 for Chelsea. Tammy Abraham, rookie. 111 of 165. Abraham up there. We've got Pulisic, number to 135. Then we've got Dubravka to 65. That's what I love about not having a random. It's just you can fly through it much quicker. Marcelo to 149. Isco to 149. Lanzini auto. No more beer to 149. Start shopping for Varane to 149. Now luckily right now she's busy with taking care of my dog. And then I gotta, usually around this time she comes gets me for the dog's shot, but yeah, I can finish this in 20 minutes, no problem. Let's save those two. Hazard to 165. Carvalho to 135. Goretzka to 25. Do some speed in that. Depay to 75. Cesc Fabregas to 199. Bailly, that looks like it's gold. That one's probably going to be to 10 if my eyes are not deceiving me. 3 of 10, Manchester United. Congrats, Man U. Saim, what's up? Saim is all of a sudden buying Man. Are you a Man U fan, Saim? Is that? Try not to hold that against you, but I guess 48 of 99. Kimmich. You are. All right. Well, nobody's perfect, That's what I got to tell myself. No one is perfect. Chelsea too? Oh, man. I don't know if that works. I don't know what it is about Man U. Like usually I don't root against. Like Liverpool doesn't bother me. I don't know though. Arsenal kind of bothers me. Man U bothers me. But out of all of them, I think Man U is the one that I mostly don't. Man U and the Patriots. Those are my two. To 165. My two hater teams, I guess you would call it. Ricardo Rodriguez. To 135. Nicola Pepe. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, Man U, something about Man U. Although it's kind of lost it. That wasn't like 10, 15 years ago when they were, when was it, when they were winning everything in sight. Götze to 199. The Patriots, yeah, ever since worst game I went to was the year the Chargers were like 14-2 and they were like gonna win the Super Bowl that year. They were up by 8 minutes with like 3 minutes left on the clock. Brady throws an interception, and the idiot intercepts it and decides to run it back and then fumbles it and gives it back to Brady. And, of course, the rest is history. And then afterwards, they were like dancing around on the Chargers star in the middle of the field. And Alex was just like bawling in tears. And I was trying to like calm him down. Like, don't worry, this happens. It's not a big deal. It's just a game. I was like, no, not the Patriots. Anyone but the Patriots. Tobin Heath to 75. You're Madrista. Nice. All right. To 75. Yeah, that was like the most heartbreaking loss of any sports franchise. That had to be it. Because I had Charger season tickets too. We were like season tickets holders for like 10 years at that point. Sure. Thought, here it comes. We're going to the Super Bowl. And oh, no, we're not. You just like Barcelona? Yeah, I'm not really the whole Barcelona Real thing. I'm not really either way. Goretzka. Yeah, Goretzka. Hazard. Hazard to 25. Richie. Richie to 65 for Newcastle. Belotti to 75 for Italia. Verratti to 149. Take these guys out. I know. Alvaro Pereira to 50. Actually, that one I was not at because I remember that one. I think I was in Vegas for that one for some reason. I remember being in Vegas. Gary Cahill. And I was just, because I remember they were up, and I told my buddy, I was like, it's not over yet, and my friend actually had bet some money on the Broncos, and I was like, yeah, because we were in Vegas on that one, and yeah, that was, Chargers have a habit of doing that, No lead is safe. Yeah, it was a Monday night game. I remember that one quite well. I know for sure I was in Vegas. I don't know what it was, but I don't know if it was the first week of the season or... Because usually we're always in Vegas for the fantasy drafts the first week of the season. Chester to 165. We usually always went to Vegas for week 1 of the NFL, but it may not have been week 1. There was one time they did the same thing against, I want to say it was against the Houston team, the Texans, I think, to 65. Oblak, something similar, where they were up by a boatload. And Chiellini. I kind of go through phases where I get really into certain things, and I was like super into fantasy football, baseball for many years, and then football. I was into fantasy baseball in the 80s. But then in the 90s and early 2000s, and well, all the way to 2014-15, I was super into fantasy football. I do the big money drafts in Vegas every year. We'd fly out to Vegas just for fantasy football drafts. To 149, Evra. And I was big into FanDuel and all those when they first came out. FanDuel and DraftKings and all that. 74 of 75, Perisic. But then I started breaking, and then after I started breaking, I kind of lost interest in everything else. And I just didn't have the time. Herrera to 149. The other kind of gambling habits. I mean, I still like to do it a little bit, but I kind of I like when I do it, I have to really be all into it, and I just didn't have the knowledge. I couldn't do it week to week anymore. Alex Morgan, but I was huge into fantasy football for about 15, 20 years. Alex Morgan, well, that one might not be the case hit because it's numbered to 39, so I don't know. We'll see. Usually when the Morgan is a base Morgan like that, a lot of times it's not the case hit. So we shall see. I was thinking one of those two is going to be the case hit because usually it's in the box right next to the contra. When they pack it, they seem to pack the contra and the case hit together. Yeah, it's just, sometimes they don't have enough autos and they just have to number it shorter. I don't know with Morgan. I don't know what the deal is there. Mo Salah to 165. Let's give him a top loader. Why not? Because it's Salah. Hakeem Ziyech, 12 of 15. Nice one here. How about a little Jadon Sancho to 35 for Borussia Dortmund. Speaking of Borussia Dortmund, they got to figure out what to do with all those boxes. I got about 200 boxes of their set things. 14 of 35. I'm going to have to come up with a way to break those. Lamella to 149. If nothing else, I've got 200 Holland rookies. So to 149. Got Martial to 149. Another Alvaro Pereira. Yeah, I started my very first fantasy football draft. I want to say it was 1984 or 85. I remember I didn't have Marino, but I had like Duper on that team, and I had, what was the name of the Jets quarterback? O'Brien or something? Was it Kenny O'Brien or something? And Duper was like my big receiver on 63 of 99. And back then it was by mail. And you had to call your lineup in every weekend. And so I had to call my lineup in on Saturday night. You had to, like, I don't know, whatever, before you had to be in before the morning. And then you could make changes to your lineup, last minute if you needed to, but you had to call it in. And then they would announce you could call in for the results. And then they'd mail the results out every week. Oh, I was crazy. I used to, get the New York Times delivered just so I could get the box scores early on, it was crazy. Mueller to 165, because there was no internet back then. You couldn't just hop on. You wanted to see the box scores, you had to wait for your paper the next day. Rabiot to 135. And then I remember when Prodigy came out, that was like a game changer because you could I got Prodigy, you could call in and you could get your box scores from Prodigy. It was like AOL and Prodigy were the two main ones before you had an internet. Pogba. Like 10 years before you were born, exactly. The 35. 1 of 35. Oh, I was hardcore baseball in like the late 80s until the mid 90s, early 90s. 1 of 35. Pogba. To 50, Ranocchia. Yeah, all the early guys that like ran Fantasy Baseball Magazine and all the fantasy baseball people and football people, I used to hang out with all of them. We used to get together in Vegas every year. 20 of 50, Ranocchia. I was one of the younger ones back then. They were like older than me. Vidal to 75. Uh-oh. Darn it. Are we back? All right, are we back? Yeah, sorry guys, I got kicked off. I don't know, when it kicks me off, it doesn't let me go back on the same link. Anyway, there's 2 more boxes left back there, and I was in the middle of this box when I lost you guys. Anyway, the tape is going up, so. Alvaro Pereira to 149. Sorry about that. I'll put the tape up and it'll be continuous, and I'll do a recap right after this too. To 99, Umtiti. We're talking about fantasy football and basketball, and I all of a sudden saw the circle of death. Umtiti to 99. Get another one of these. All right, 4 more boxes left. 4 more boxes left. 2 back there and 2 up here. Yep, 7 carats. That's right. No, I don't. She just buys stuff herself. I never, she buys whatever she wants. I just pay the bills. That's all. Azard. Well, actually, she pays the bills. I just put the money in the account. Azard to 165. Welbeck to 135. I just put the money in the account and it disappears. I don't know how that happens magically. To 65, Politano. Ospina to 199. Actually, I know I hit 2. I don't know. Did I hit 3? 1 Alvaro Pereira, 2 Alvaro Pereira, 3. You're right. 3 Alvaro Pereiras. Jesus, come on, Panini. What are you thinking? Only 3? That's all you got for us? To 75, Benteke. Osel to 149. And we got Liverpool to 50, Jordan Henderson. Ten of 50. 10 of 50. What's his number? 14. All right. 3 boxes left. What time is it? 9:44. All right. Deep doo-doo now. All right. Lodero, Uruguay to 165. Saul Niguez to 135. Pogba to 65. Cazorla to 75 for Spain. We got Isco to 75. Triple patch for Real Madrid. Evra Auto to 50 for France. Match warrant. Hummels to 35. To 35, Mats Hummels. Last 2 packs, guys. Last 2 packs. Like Tupac. I don't know if this is the case hit. This could be a good one. I can't do it. I don't know. Tolisso to 165. Poulsen to 65 for Denmark. We've got Gareth Bale to 65 for Wales. Ospina to 125. To 125. To 50, Sherla. This is not the case hit. Ozil to 75. Yep, to 75. And nice one here. 5 of 7, Barca, Luis Suarez. 5 of 7. Nice. Robert, I think. Robert, mark it. Five of 7. Last time we hit one like that, we pulled a Messi with it, so we shall see. Last pack, guys. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. That Morgan may have been our case hit, but I'm hoping. Usually when we pull a Morgan base, it's not a case hit, so I don't know. It's possible. No, that's probably going to be our case hit, because the way this one is lying out, I don't think it's going to be our case hit. Lucas Digne to 165. De Bruyne to 35, but Morgan's kind of like a wobbler. Most of the time she is the case hit, but sometimes she isn't. 17 to 35. Nice one here for Chelsea. Pulisic to 15. I don't know. I've noticed that that happens all the time. They're always doing that. Maybe it is part of his shoelace. Is that what they decided to do? And they decided to make it like a super low print. I don't know what it is. Because he has quite a few like that. I just pulled match worn material. So yeah, I could have worn a shoelace during the match, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? It's a tough one. All right, Hummels to 99. Yeah, sorry guys. I think our case hit was the Morgan. Morata to 75. Brooks to 50. And Giroud to 35. Not a great case, guys. Sorry. Put the tape up shortly. It'll be continuous. Sorry we got chopped off there. But let me do a quick recap, and then, guys, I gotta bid you guys good night. I know what's good for me. All right, here we go to 65. We got, or less, De Bruyne to 35. We got Bale, Poulsen, Pogba, Politano, Pogba again to 15. Ziyech, Chiellini, Oblak, Richie, Eden Hazard to 25, Goretzka to 25, and Dubravka. To 75 patches, we had Morata, Isco, Cazorla, Benteke, Ozil, Vidal, Herrera, Perisic, Belotti, Depay, and Bale. To 50, Schürrle. To 75, Ronaldo for Juve, and to 50, Ranocchia. Autographs: Giroud, Brooks, Hummels, Evra, Henderson, Umtiti, Pereira, Ramsey, Pereira a second time, Cahill, Pereira a third time, Tobin Heath, Joshua Kimmich, Varane, Lanzini, and Kepa. And up on the wall, we had Nicola Pepe to 65, rookie for Arsenal, rookie Abraham for Chelsea. That's to 165. Chelsea Pulisic to 15. Jadon Sancho to 35. Otto Bailly to 10. Our Contra was to 8. Engels. We had a Shearer to 50. Unfortunately, our case hit appears to have been Alex Morgan to 39. 38 of 39. And also did have Suarez 5 of 7. Sorry guys, not a great case, but hopefully next one will be better. All right, that's going to do it for me for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. Peace. Tomorrow night, I probably won't be breaking tomorrow night, but I will be getting on hopefully during the day maybe to crank out a couple breaks. I'll keep you guys updated. I will be posting more Obsidian later. I don't think tonight, probably be tomorrow. So thanks again. Thanks, Kristen, Saeem, Randy, and the recording here.